Today I will be reviewing the Star Wars Collection Series 12-inch figures, and I will be reviewing Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, for the first time today on my channel, and it is finally awesome. I picked this up today at a retro video game store, and this was still brand new many years later, and this figure is from the 90s. And here's a good look of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the front of the packaging with his lightsaber, looking all cool. And it says Obi-Wan Kenobi, Rebel Alliance. And it has the Rebel Alliance symbol and sticker, and it says Star Wars Collector Series in the front of the packaging. And here's a good look of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it has the same thing in his name. And he is part of the Rebel Alliance. And there's the Star Wars Collector Series logo again. And here it is, and right here as well. And and it says the same thing up here. And if I turn the packaging around, there's nothing about it. And here's the other figures in the wave. Released back in 1996 when Kenner still owned the rights to the Star Wars toy license before Hasbro bought them. But it looks pretty cool. This figure is old, but it's still brand new many years later. And it does look pretty amazing. And if I open it right here, here's a good look of Obi-Wan Kenobi. The figure looks pretty nice, and it's still in good condition many years later. And you can pause the video if you want to read that. Here's an image of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it says all about that, how he survived Order 66. And there's the Rebel Alliance symbol, and there's the Star Wars symbol, and it says Obi-Wan Kenobi. And here's a good look of him, but I will take him out of the packaging, and I will do that right now because he does look pretty cool and pretty amazing, and I will do that right now. Here's Obi-Wan Kenobi out of the packaging, and yes, I really like the detail of this Obi-Wan Kenobi figure from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, and I really like the detail on this figure. And yes, it was totally worth to pick up for $10. And it is an old figure from 1996. And it looks pretty nice. And it does look like Obi-Wan Kenobi from the original trilogy. But in the prequels, he was played by... I forgot the actor's name. Alec... no... I don't know. It's been a while. I haven't watched Star Wars, but I still like Star Wars still today with all my heart. And it does look pretty amazing and pretty cool. And the only accessory he comes with is his lightsaber, his main weapon, and it's all, well, it has no paint detail, and it's all painted black. And I really like how they captured the detail of the saber blue. And yes. And I really like the detail on this Obi-Wan figure, because it does look pretty cool and pretty amazing. Don't get me wrong. And this figure was revived. Well, they brought this figure back in the Star Wars Episode 2 toy line. When Star Wars Episode 2 was coming out in theaters back in 2002. And so far, they just updated it. But I will have a chance to review that one in the near future, if I ever get the chance to review it. And just like every old figure from 1996, he has articulation in his arms and his head, but I'm not going to risk it. You can bend down his feet, and that's pretty much it. His legs don't, his arms don't bend, or his feet, because the boots are technically rubber. And it's a good thing this figure is still in good condition from 1996. And I will size comparison right now with my other figures. And I will do that right now. Here's Obi-Wan Kenobi with the 1999 Star Wars Episode 1 12-inch figure of Obi-Wan Kenobi. But this one is from New Hope, not the one from Episode 1 when he was younger. And here's Obi-Wan with Miles Morales. And he's pretty much in good scale with both figures. And since I will take out Miles, if you take a look, it's different because this figure was released back in 1999 during Star Wars Episode 1 was coming out in theaters. And this one was released back in 1996. A year prior, because when Star Wars Episode 1 was coming out back in 1999, Hasbro bought the toy license for Star Wars from Kenner. And I could tell this one is better updated because this one has more articulation. And this one doesn't have pretty much articulation as well. And pretty much both of them are pretty much in good scale. And technically this figure was brought back in the Episode 2 toy line 12-inch figures. But I really like this one better because this one is better detail. But I still like this one because this one is still looks cool and pretty amazing. And that's pretty much it. And oh my gosh, I kind of dropped them by accident, but since he's like an old figure, but he's still brand new. But that's pretty much it for the review of Star Wars Collector Series Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. And thank you for watching, and go subscribe to my channel and go check out my other videos, and have a nice day, all of you.